Staying with politics, and the Wiper Democratic Movement, Amani National Alliance and Ford Kenya have each resolved to write to the registrar of political parties to officially sever ties with NASA and strengthen the new home, the One Kenya Alliance. The three parties and now KANU have agreed to bolster their new movement with the aim of either fielding a single presidential candidate in the next elections or work with other teams that may not involve ODM. NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Murithi reports.
For about 4 hours Tuesday, a select membership of the One Kenya Alliance met at the new Hermosa Hotel in Karen to deliberate on their future and receive a report of a technical team on the pros and cons of crafting a coalition that excluded ODM. After deliberations, it was agreed that each of the parties will write to the registrar of political parties to officially quit NASA and chart a new political path. The meeting of four principals of what is now known as the One Kenya Alliance and their lieutenants was a follow-up of another meeting 3 weeks ago, where the subject of ditching ODM was discussed and agreed on.
We, Ford Kenya, Wiper, and the Amani National Congress wish to confirm our irreversible commitment to the One Kenya Alliance in partnership with KANU and any other like-minded Kenyans. As far as we are concerned, NASA is part of our political history.
To firm up their next course of action, the parties have called for an inter-party parliamentary group meeting this Friday in Nairobi to formally announce their departure from NASA and unveil their new coalition after getting a green light from the registrar of political parties.
We'll begin the process of getting out of NASA because that coalition is coming to an end. So the answer is yes, it is our history.
There are many of us, including those in Jubilee, who are keen to look towards the future. Life does not look back. The NASA members here have spoken. They have said NASA is part of their history, but Kenyans are looking towards the future. I know very many members within Jubilee, because I know there was talk about Jubilee coalition with one or other parties, which has not gone through any of our processes. There are very many members who are seeing the future represented in this formation.
To form One Kenya Alliance, the principals of the three parties must leave NASA and KANU must leave Jubilee.
The question of who will now fly the coalition's flag in next year's election will be their next hurdle. The matter seemed to divide the meeting, with each party holding the view that their leader stood the best chance. Kakamega Senator Cleophas Malala is said to have insisted on Mudavadi raising the flag, with those allied to Kalonzo Musyoka insisting he was the senior most and thus should be given the mantle. It has now been left to the principals, who are planning a retreat outside the country. Whether or not the coalition is interested in partnering with ODM leader Raila Odinga is still undecided, with some holding the view that he might once again take the lead, while others still hope to convince him to support one of their own.
Treat this as the forefront team. We're going to have a bigger team going forward.
At the moment, Wiper's Kalonzo Musyoka has been tasked with reaching out to Raila over the contentious issue of political parties' funds.
All that remains is a final process of closure, which includes a pursuit of financial accountability and statement.
NTV has also learned that the coalition will give a way forward after the Court of Appeal pronounces itself on the BBI case on 20th August 2021. But even as the One Kenya Alliance meets and seeks ways of going into the next election as one team, there are possible scenarios that have been met. And one of them is there are those who are pushing for a working relationship with Raila one more time, as others are insisting that they can do it on their own. Kennedy Murithi, NTV in Karen, Nairobi County.